Hey everyone, I got this article I want to share with you that is bittersweet. It is bitter because it's really sad to watch how the people of this world, especially those that claim to be Christians, can be so easily manipulated by the enemy of souls. And it's sweet, too, because it lets us know we're that much closer to home, and it allows us to see how much our Father loves us in the way that his prophecies are so amazing, so amazingly accurate. I mean, there's just not, he doesn't miss anything. It's just 100% across the board. This is the article. It says, Pope to Copeland, Catholics and Charismatics must spiritually unite. That's, of course, the headline. And I'm going to start reading down here, okay, right here. It says, the Catholic and Charismatic renewal is the hope of the Church, exclaims Anglican Episcopal Bishop Tony Palmer before a group of cheering followers at the Kenneth Copeland Ministries. Palmer said those words are from the Vatican. And then it says, before playing the video message from Pope Francis to Kenneth Copeland, think about that. The Pope actually sends a video just to Kenneth Copeland. Why? Well, he's a megachurch. He's got tens of thousands of people. And then the word will just spread from there, right? That all the other churches, all the other megachurches can be blessed, supposedly, in the same way Ken is going to be blessed. And this is what, now here, check out what it says right here, right, from here on. It says, when my wife saw that she could be Catholic and charismatic and evangelical and Pentecostal, and it was absolutely accepted in the Catholic Church, she said that she would like to reconnect her roots with the Catholic culture. So she did. Is this not exactly what we've been watching for? The agenda of Vatican II was to bring all churches under one roof so as to have an easy way for Rome to once again control the masses as they did in their first horrific reign, wherein they killed 500 million Christians. They tortured and killed, rather. I mean, the complacent mindset described by this man's wife, who thinks she can be many different denominations at one time, is exactly what the Vatican planned in the 1960s with the Vatican II Council. This is what they have had their infiltrating Jesuit priests doing in every denomination on the planet the last 4 decades or so. And this is why we see men like Billy Graham or Kenneth Copeland or Benny Hinn or Joel Osteen or John Hagee, just to name a few, that come to popularity with their watered-down versions of Christianity. These false preachers right now have the largest churches on the planet, and this is why the Pope is calling out to them. These men work for Rome. There is no mistaking that now. If these men were truly Protestant, as the word is defined, protesting against Rome, they wouldn't be accepting any videos from this man. And so, obviously working for Rome, they had to be allowed a few decades to do their work for the devil so as to spread churchianity across the land, to fill the coffers of the church with lukewarm hearts more apt to want preachertainment than the truth that as it is written. I mean, seriously, if you look back just a few decades, you'll see that Rome had no hope whatsoever in controlling the Christians, just a few decades ago, because they were still holding on to their Bibles as the only source of truth. But it's very apparent now that they got them away from their Bibles and the author of their Bibles. I mean, less than a century ago, everyone on earth knew how evil the Roman Catholic Church was. And I'm not talking about the Roman Catholic people. I'm talking about the Pope and all them prelates in Rome. I mean, everybody on the planet knew about the Inquisitions, and they knew why Napoleon did what he did in 1798. But as prophecy predicted, the wicked men in Rome, and especially the man of sin, would be able to come back to power right near the end so as to allow Satan his last attempt at garnering more souls for hell. And now we see the majority of Christians out there claiming the Pope is a holy man filled with love and compassion for all. I mean, never mind the fact that he's still doing absolutely nothing about child molestation. Never mind the fact that he not only sanctions homosexual marriage on camera, he is also a very vocal advocate for socialism. Never mind that he took the Jesuit Oath, wherein he took an oath and promised to murder men, women, and even little babies for the Church of Rome. And never mind the fact that he has commanded all church leaders to embrace Allah as the Christian God more than a few times in just the last few months. And if you want any information in regards to all those things that I just stated, just go to remnantofgod.org. And if you can't find it because there's an awful lot of information on there, just send me an email from remnantofgod.org. Just go to the website and go to the Contact Us page right there and just click that where it says Contact Nicholas. You want the proof of the things that I just stated? Send me an email. So I got to ask, why is it no one that claims Christ Lord is able to recall the evils of this man? Why do the Christians ignore this church's crimes even now, right now, today? I mean, nearly every week the news is literally filled with scandals, from molestation to bank fraud and even scores of priests coming out declaring they're homosexual in all sorts of magazines, newspapers, and articles all across the world. The Christians can't see this anymore because they've all been conditioned to accept the status quo. Their sitcoms, their sporting events, their careers, everything is just far too important to them to place on the back burner right now to even consider rocking the boat in their little circle of friends. But you know what? Prophecy also said that they would do that. And so they are doing that. So it's no shock to any of us that still walk with the Lord, who warned us about these things. And with that being said, I must say that we have precious little time left, brothers and sisters, to do the work of the Lord. Never has there been a time when the call to step up and do that which the Lord has called you to do than right now. Now, I know there's some of you out there that are praying and looking for the answer to your prayers in regards to such things as this. But I got to ask, do you need any more proof that it's time to work? Do you need any more proof that your prayer is answered in regards to, Father, give me a sign that says I should be doing this work? I mean, how wet or how dry does that fleece have to be before you stand up and say, here I am, Lord, send me. Thanks for watching. God bless.